The cover is Sports Network.
Could Dolph, I would. I don't know if I can make it make sense. Two first-round picks for Micah Parsons and a 30-year-old Kenny Clark to help the run defense, mind you. That's the big thing, right? According to Jerry. But when my buddy texted that, I thought he got by one of those fake online accounts like Adam Scheffler. I'm like, nah, there's no way he got traded there. Because I figure, this is gonna be one of those. Jerry's going to milk the headlines, and the day before the game, he's going to ink, just like he did Dak last year, right? He was going to ink Micah to a long-term deal and just wanted the headlines. But goodness gracious, Zach, he made the deal. It's crazy.
God, it is mind-blowing. So I got a group chat with a bunch of with a couple Packers fans in it, and we have been talking like all week about, is this going to happen? Like they're willing to throw out whatever they can to go and grab them. And my question is, it's not just how stupid it is, but what they got for him. I mean, like you said, they get a defensive tackle, and then they go ahead and grab they get 2 first-round picks. When you look into it, they got less for Micah Parsons than what the Seahawks got for Russell Wilson. It makes zero sense.
And then you get 2 first-round picks that will be late, anywhere from 27 to 32, because the Packers go be good.
Especially now.
Their defense already was nice, but now you add Micah Parsons, my God. I mean, I don't understand the logic behind it, man. I'm gonna say this. I think, as you heard when Jerry said we had a handshake. When we shake on it, it's a done deal. But Michael Parsons said I went in there to talk about one thing, and they turned it into a discussion about the contract. And so, hey, I'm gonna have to run it by my agent. And the agent was like, no. And I just think Jerry Jones got caught up in his feelings and was like, hey, you go play. He's still, like he was saying for the last couple of weeks, he's on the contract.
Yep.
We control him this year, next year, and the next. So I just think the thing, it just hit a fan. When they start attacking, and Stephen Jones too, let everybody talking about Jerry, Stephen Jones too.
True.
When they start attacking this kid's character, talking about playing hurt, we gave Dak the money. They threw Dak on the bus too.
Yeah.
He got hurt. Like,
right.
I mean, come on, man. Like, I don't know what the thinking is. You get 2 picks and Kenny Clark for a kid who is arguably one of the top 3 most disruptive players in the National Football League on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, look, you talk about the timeline, and I actually was able to find an article that broke down the timeline that's taken place, and it stems back all the way to last year with these negotiations. This isn't something that Michael Parsons just threw out there a couple of months leading into camp. No, this has been going on since 2024. It's been almost a full year that they have been trying to figure out what's best for both sides, the Cowboys and for Michael Parsons. So let me go over this, scan through this quick article here by Chris Quick and Carrie Anderson of Yahoo Sports. But like we said, it all started back before the 2024 season, where Micah Parsons reached out about an extension. Then after the 2024 season, Micah Parsons reaches out to the Cowboys again, saying how, he wants to negotiate another contract, and he'd like to get paid a little bit more. That kind of jumps us forward into March of 2025, where, like you alluded to, with Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons meeting, and that meeting that they had was to talk about leadership. And then you got Jerry Jones doing little, sketchy little behind the scene moves talking about contract negotiation without his agent. So, Jerry's already being sketchy on that end of things, trying to, take advantage of Micah Parsons, butter him up a little bit, talk about leadership and his role and all this, and then try to shake a hand to make a deal. Like, I understand a handshake means a lot, especially, in the rule or world of like negotiations, but this isn't the like early 1900s anymore, guys. Like that's why we have written contracts. That's why these players have agents, so they don't get taken advantage of. So from there, you go into April, where Micah Parsons, as he said throughout the whole thing, he wasn't going to skip practice. He showed up to voluntary workouts even without having a deal done. Now into June, he reports to training camp. July reports, but the sides get separated. They're even further apart from the negotiation. And this is around the time whenever things come out where Jerry comes at the training camp and starts talking poorly of him to all the fans, just basically disrespecting your most talented player on your team. And now we fast forward into the late August where Jerry Jones goes on the offensive, telling all the trade talking is bullshit, that, he's going to play. We're not worried about it. Like, it's all going to be fine. And just, not even a full month later, the trade comes out today. Micah Parsons sent to Green Bay.
Right. And looking at Adam Schefter's most recent tweets on X, man, these here were like 2 hours ago. Adam reports that Jerry Jones, when speaking about the trade today, says, "This gives us a chance to be a better team than we've had the last several years." I'm going to read that again. Trading Micah Parsons gives us a chance to be a better team than we've had the last several years. That's just one. Then here's another one. Jerry also said not to rule out the possibility of using some of these first-round draft picks to go get more talent now. Okay, so they may try to flip those. Jerry also said we did think it was the best interest of our organization. We gained a Pro Bowl player in the area that we had concerns in. Okay. Jerry goes on to say, the facts are we need to stop the run. We haven't been able to stop the run for several years. Okay, you got your 2 first-round picks. You got your Pro Bowl player. And you need to stop the run. Now, who's going to rush the damn passer? Let's see that.
And to me, the funny thing is with the draft picks, like everyone's talking about, like, oh, you get a chance to get somebody like Mike. Yeah, we already had Micah Parsons. You don't need to like you said earlier, Dolph. Like the draft picks they got from Green Bay, assuming Love stays healthy, they're going to be towards the bottom of the round. It's not like they're going to be getting a chance to get a top tier Parsons. And the most like damning thing to me was even after this trade was agreed to, Parsons told a reporter, like, I gave Dallas a chance to match and like do this deal with me even after all this. And Jerry said, play on the 5th year. So like they had a chance, like, man, I keep messing up. They had a chance to kind of like make it all good and still was like, nah, play on this 5th year. The Packers did all the work for him negotiating the contract. All you had to do, all right, we'll do this.
Yeah.
To me, that was like when I read that, I'm like, man, Jerry just seems so out of touch now, and this is like proof of that he is.
Right, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I like you get the first round picks and probably using those in trade probably is what more likely is to happen. But you act like defensive edge rushers, elite ones of Micah Parsons' status. It just falls off of trees, man. I mean, you're talking about a guy that since he's entered the league these last 4 years, he's averaged just around 13 sacks a season. He's had 13 his first year, 13 and a half his second, 14 his third, and then coming off of a 12 sack year, which was his worst year. It's insanity to me that his worst year, he's better than 90, at least 95% of the NFL.
90 better than 95. I'm still flabbergasted, guys. I still don't believe this.
But go from Green Bay's perspective of like,
Man,
and you,
excellent.
Zach, you mentioned like what they got for Russ Wilson. The Seahawks traded more than that to get Jamal Adams a few years ago. And
Yes.
look, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So Packers like, man, we got a chance to get this guy for 2 first-round picks and a 30-year-old D tackle. Sign us up every which way.
And listen, no disrespect to Kenny Clark, but we're talking about a young man who is, again, one of the premier pass rushers in the National Football League. They're in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
In his prime, he's approaching his prime. He's just turned 26.
Yeah,
like it's not even like he's at the tail end or like in the middle of it. It's that he's 26. He's coming into his best years right now, and you go ahead and make this deal. And I think the thing that frustrates me the most about the whole situation, the fact that how Micah Parsons has handled this is just so beyond professional. You know, we're in the years now of the NFL when guys are uncomfortable with contract negotiations where they don't go to voluntaries. Shit, most veterans don't go to voluntaries anyway. You know, they don't show up to training camp. They don't do all this. He's been there, and it wasn't until he came out and said the stuff publicly. Jerry Jones came out and said the stuff publicly that you could tell that he was just disconnected. But even at that point, he was still there in the building at the training camps and working with the team. It's not like Micah Parsons was being a diva about it, wasn't being stubborn like everybody tries to put on these type of players that have these issues with their contracts. It wasn't that. He's deserving of a new contract. He's deserving of being one of the highest paid players on the defensive side of the ball. And Jerry, for whatever, he's going to back up his trash and try to sell it like this is the right thing for the Cowboys because he just can't admit that he was wrong.
No.
Yeah, and earlier this year, courtesy of Cowboys Wire, this article was written by Jazz Monette and Mike Florio, NBC Sports, reported that Michael Parsons filed a grievance earlier this year over his over the value of his 5th-year option salary. The Cowboys were offering it at $21.3 million. Parsons believed it should be $24 million, and so they were at odds over $2.7 million. And the Player Association also agrees and lists him at the highest amount. So this is something that's been brewing for a while, man. Plain and simple. Jerry did say, I believe it was reported, I saw that the Cowboys offered him like a 6-year, $222 million contract, but I believe his agent informed him that was not a good deal because that would affect him in getting another big contract.
I'm gonna say, he's like Zach said, he's still young. He's gonna play this 4-year deal out, and he's gonna get another one.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy, and like you said, or like Slim says in the comments, man, then trade him to a playoff contender. And unless I'm tripping, didn't the Cowboys lose to the Packers recently in the playoffs, or am I thinking of a different team?
Yeah,
they got destroyed by them.
Yeah. Oh, right. Guess what? And guess what, Zach?
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football.
Yeah,
Packers Cowboys.
Oh, it's about to be amazing. We're gonna have to cancel whatever we got going on that week, and we're gonna have to cover it. I mean, it's must-see TV at this point,
bro. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go out live for that one. I'm gonna go try to get some interviews and stuff for that one, man. That's a crazy atmosphere, man.
Absolutely. What up, Cowboy?
What up, Cowboy?
What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing this evening?
Doing fine, my brother, man.
Oh yeah, I'm ecstatic. I cannot wait for that game.
Help us make sense of it, Cowboy. Make sense.
I actually really can't, brother. I really can't, because the first thing that would have came to mind when Michael said he wanted to be out of Dallas. I would not have traded to anybody I would have to go through to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I would have traded him out. I mean, that, and not only do you trade him to a team you know you have to go through, your offense is going to be almost nil because they already got what's the guy on the other side? Young guy.
Sam
Diggs?
Sam.
Good gracious alive. He's a young kid.
You talking about the other edge? What's his name? Rashawn
Walker?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. I mean, they're not going to be able to do nothing. I mean, Dak is already shook. He's not as mobile as he used to be. So I'm like, where's your offense going to come from now? Because you're going to feel so much pressure. And I mean, all they will have to do is find a guy to fill that middle, which I'm pretty sure they won't have to find that. I mean, Green Bay already has a nice defense, period. They just added to it. They didn't lose anybody. So I'm like, you lost to these cats last year, got beat up. They made it better. They went that much better. And I'm like I said, going to a team that I know I have to go through, it would not have happened. I would have went anywhere outside of the NFC. No way I would have stayed in the NFC.
I'm happy he stayed in the NFC. I'm going to like Kansas City or Cincinnati or something.
Rumors of the Bills getting involved too. I thought I heard some things rumored about.
I would have traded 3 first-round picks for. I mean, they should have called Buffalo for that.
And that's the thing too. I mean, you let them go for 2 first-round draft picks when you could have gotten maybe 3 and a player. I mean, to let them go, and I understand. Parsons wanted to be out.
Some seconds and some thirds in there, like just something like 2 firsts. It's just unreal. Like that is it's just such a bad deal. But whenever the whole world knows how disgruntled Micah has been, how vocal Jerry's been, and Jerry's arrogance hurts him because he's sitting there like, oh, I don't care. I can turn water into wine. So I'm not tripping about it. I don't care. I'll take the 2 firsts. I ain't trying to stretch it out. So he's gone. He's gone. He's not pretending like he wants them.
If Cowboys fans are planning on getting drunk off of that plan of water to wine, they've been sober for 30+ years because there ain't been no wine since the 1990s.
Right.
Here's what they got.
It's sparkling Welch's.
They got a 29-year-old, again, Kenny Clark, 29 years old, 3-time Pro Bowler, coming to Dallas Fort Worth, baby, coming to Big D.
Wow.
Along with a 2026 and 2027 first-round pick. Who goes out the door? Micah Parsons, a 26-year-old all-pro game changer who's had 12 or more sacks in each of his first 4 seasons, joining Hall of Famer Reggie White as the only 2 players ever to do it. And you just got rid of him. Now, here's what Jerry had to say too. Jerry said, I was after the trade, unable to work out a contract extension with Micah. It's a move that we believe is best for Dallas and could be a boom for the franchise. He compared it to the Herschel Walker trade 35 years earlier. Obviously, we did think it was in the best interest of our organization, Jones said while speaking to a hastily assembled media corps at the improper news conference at the Star. Not only the future, but right now, this season, we gained a Pro Bowl player in an area that we had big concerns in.
But
hey, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Jerry trying to save face. That's exactly what it sounds like.
That says on it.
Yeah, you got to say, Jerry's. You got to wonder too how this is going to affect the rest of the locker room and affect their future. Because I mean, right now you have absolutely nobody to fill that spot. Nobody.
Hey, and they threw their quarterback under the bus.
That part.
We paid him and he got hurt.
But I'm just concerned about the run game. They're going to be better because everyone's going to be passing on them now. So the run game stats are going to be a lot better now. But now those passing numbers defensively are going to be going up and down. So What's he going to do? Use those 4 first-round picks to trade Parsons back next year? Like, man, we need to fix this pass rush. Let's go get somebody.
Right.
It's
Revolving
crazy,
door.
man.
Yeah.
Man, let's
I'm taking a look at just the sack leaders over the last 5 years. Now, mind you, Mike has only played 4. He's ranked 5 at 52.5 sacks. You got Nick Bosa ahead of him with 53.5. Trey Hendrickson 70.5. Myles Garrett 72. TJ Watt 73. So if he would just stay on trend with his average at 13, you're talking about the 4th highest sack producer in the league in the span of the last 5 years. Since he's been in the league, he has been top 4 in that category. Oh man.
I don't know. The drama, you know what? And people say that, and that's one of the things that that Mike had against him was he brought drama with him. I don't give a flip. That man may bring all the drama he wants to. Now, as long as it didn't affect like the rest of the team, let that man do whatever he want to do. Let his family say whatever they want to say. As long as he keep producing for you, you pay him. You pay him. That man is giving you exactly what you pay him to be.
What drama does Micah bring to a team? Like, because he does a podcast?
Yeah. Well, you know, he did.
Say on the podcast that brings drama. I've never even heard him be like confrontational in his podcast.
I think Micah too knew he had a leg to stand on, so he was gonna stand on business with Jerry. And it's probably was the same way. Who was that with us? Forgot who it was with us. That good grace alive. A lot of these owners take pride in what they built, right? So if you go in there trying to negotiate and you use a certain lingo, certain language that they don't, that normally deal with, they take offense to it. So they don't really care what decision they make and how it affects the team. They're going to make it if they don't want you there, especially if they feel like they've been, offended. A lot of them just don't do it.
Right.
So let me ask Lawrence this real quick, man. Lauren, as far as Green Bay goes, where does this put them now? As far as the top in the NFL and the NFC, and like let's also talk about the NFC North now is probably one of the most dangerous divisions in NFL.
Of course.
100%. And you looked at Green Bay going in, like you thought one of their weaknesses was pass rush, right? They had a good, strong off, and now they addressed that in a huge way. I think they got to be right up there with favorites in the NFC at this point, right? As long as Love stays healthy, they drafted that number 1 wide receiver, which they hadn't had. Right, they had a lot of
Golden,
They got Golden. They got rid of Jair Alexander, but they played most of last year without him and did pretty well without Jair, right?
Yeah,
right.
They addressed their biggest need in a huge way, giving up 2 first-round picks, which is nothing.
Wow.
So the future is bright. Like I would take them as the favorite in that division right now. Personally.
Yeah, I agree. This puts them. Well, I say it keeps them in contention because they were never out of it. They keeps them in contention.
He's a game wrecker, man.
Yeah,
he's a game wrecker. So now, if you're a team in the NFC North, man, you now have to game plan for this young man. Like, where is he lining up on the field? Now, as far as the defensive coordinator for the Packers, I'm ecstatic right now.
Because his job is safe for the next 4 or 5 years.
I can put him at either end linebacker.
Yeah,
you play him. You'll never know where you're gonna line up at.
Yeah, and that would make Michael so dangerous. You could have put him anywhere on that line, and you couldn't account for him. You couldn't. You talk about a phenom at his best. Even when he had that shoulder injury, he still came back in the game and performed. It wasn't nowhere near where he was at the level, but he still performed injured otherwise. But
so
you talk about
if you draw a parallel, like, is this the same thing as when the Packers, when free agency first began in the early 90s when they got Reggie White, where they had Brett Favre and they were just on the cusp of becoming? Is this going to have the same impact?
Well, Reggie White came from the USFL, so that's a little different. But
he came from the Eagles. He came from the Eagles. So
he came from the Eagles. That's right.
Yeah, he came from the Eagles. The Eagles first. Yeah.
So is that going to have the same impact?
Man.
Yeah, but this move here is even more impactful, I think. Because you talking about a player. Because I think Reggie he wasn't at the top of his game. Reggie was still performing, but he wasn't elite. Or Reggie White. Michael is still in that category. You can still count him as elite. Yeah,
Still growing. You know,
yeah, he's still growing. He's still young.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
hasn't reached his peak yet.
yeah. But it's still on that same level as a Reggie White type move. But
Mhm.
I think it's more impactful though, and it works to the advantage of Green Bay. I mean, the move didn't just make sense to me. If it wasn't a money issue or a character issue, what other issue is it?
Right. And here's what Adam Schefter had to say about it. Let me share this with everybody.
6:46 a.m. this morning, I texted a few people that I work with. I said, this league is, in old capital letters, relentless. Monday, we had Terry McLaurin resign, Trey Hendrickson resign, Joe Mixon ruled out for at least 4 games, Amari Cooper returned to the Raiders, and the Cleveland Browns trade Kenny Pickett. That was Monday. On Tuesday, we had hundreds of cuts. The Titans losing Tajay Spears for at least 4 games. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged. A world story, but a football story too. The Saints naming Spencer Rattler as their starting quarterback, and the Falcons losing their starting right tackle, Caleb McGarry, who protects Michael Penix's blind side for the season. That was Tuesday. On Wednesday, Adam Thielen traded to the Minnesota Vikings, the team he started out with. Rashee Rice suspended 6 games. Tommy DeVito claimed on waivers from the Patriots. Kyle Hamilton becoming the highest paid safety in NFL history. And now, as I wrote in the text at 6:46 this morning, now we get Micah, and it feels to me like a trade is coming. There it is, right there.
Wow.
Okay? 6:46 this morning. I texted that to a couple of my colleagues. And here we are, taping an emergency pod at 6:39, almost exactly 12 hours later. The league that never sleeps didn't sleep. Micah Parsons did get traded. And the NFL season that kicks off a week from tonight, the fireworks are already flying.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Say, man, Adam Schefter's so damn good, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, facts.
Say,
Like,
bro.
Yeah.
The fact, do y'all realize he's joked about world news, but football news too with the Kelce and Taylor Swift thing. But you realize he's the one who broke that?
Yes.
He's the one who broke that news. This dude is literally the GOAT when it comes to breaking
Man,
news.
shout out to Schefter, man.
Yeah. But you saw all kind of hints and evidence leading to that.
Yeah.
I just didn't think that Dallas would. I thought Jerry was that owner that welcomed the drama, right? Any news about Dallas, it's good news about Dallas, no matter what kind of light you look at it in. But I didn't see this move coming. I definitely didn't.
No.
My God, what's Steve? Boy, I know Steven Eagle.
Well, like a month ago, would you have thought that of all the defense, like what, when Hendrickson was holding out, like that Parsons was going to be the one that gets moved, right? Who would have thought that would have been the move with all these DN deals? And Jerry did it like he does it to himself constantly. You see teams being proactive and re-signing players before. Like I know, I'm a Bills fan, but they did all their deals with their young stars before they had to, and now they got them locked up, and now they're like middle of the pack average year. If Jerry just jumped on this early, then he would have been a trendsetter. Then all the other deals go above them, so he's not so bad. Jerry just waits forever to do these deals, so he pays more than he has to.
Mm-hmm.
Which like he does it all the time. He did it with Dak. He did it with Zeke. He did it with CD. Now he did it. He didn't do it with Parsons, but he brought it down the wire. Like, so he keeps making the same mistake over and over and over.
Right.
It just blows my mind.
That's crazy. I don't understand Jerry. I know he wears a chip on his shoulder too, and I thought he was like breeding his son to take over. Mm-hmm. And I thought his son had more of a to do with the decisions. And I'm thinking if his son did, he probably would not allow Mike to be like, no, we keep it Mike. If you just want to have some type of solid ground to where
No. Steven right in there with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's
right in there with him.
That's what surprises me, because if you want to take over, let's just say he is wanting to take over Dallas, right? And you will want some type of solid piece there where you can still build on and keep the fans engaged and coming to the game, which Dallas have a huge following anyway, but you still want to at least keep, you don't want to end up like Cleveland. Let's put it like that. But to give away your big piece, I don't know. Tell me this. what was the dollar difference in between what they were offering him and what he was asking for? I hadn't had a chance to look at it.
When
Yeah, I hadn't had.
I saw a glance today on I believe it was on YouTube. I mean YouTube or on X. I believe that I saw. Don't hold me. Everybody in the chat fact check me, but I believe it was reported that Jerry offered him, I believe, like 222 million or something like that.
Wow.
I just found it. So the Cowboys offered Parsons a 5-year deal worth $40.5 million per year, or $202.5 million in total value. And that was early in the offseason. And I'm trying to see if it says why he didn't take that or opted out of it. But yeah, if I find that, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Wow. So he just really wanted out of Dallas. Period. He didn't even, no matter what the dollar amount was. Is that what I'm understanding?
When they got personal, man, when they started attacking that kid's character, it got personal. And he really was quiet. But when they started attacking that kid's character, and he came out that long tweet and said that he no longer wanted to be in Dallas, that he was done.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, I'm sorry.
But even with that, he still gave them a chance to match what happened with the Green. So even through all that, he gave them one last chance. Like Zach said, he was so professional about everything, even like with the personal stuff. He gave Dallas, like, hey, he wanted to be there.
Yeah.
He gave them a chance, like, hey, this is what I'm getting for them. Do you want to match it and I stay?
Yeah. Didn't he give him a pass? Didn't Micah give them a pass before? Because like when they, I think like a year or two ago, they went after his family because the family made a tweet about something about Micah wanting out of Dallas or wanting to go play someplace else, and the family got voices. I think his brother had got online or something.
I feel like that sounds familiar. Yeah, I mean that's look, brothers, moms, dads, aunties. They need to keep their mouth shut when it comes to I think
Micah could have took offense to that too.
Yeah,
because after they went after his family, Micah conveniently got hurt. So I wondered if that was a
thing too. It's like, Micah takes me as a person that's high on morals, man, and he doesn't like the feeling of being disrespected. And personally, I'm all for that. Like, I'm happy he stood his ground. I'm glad that he stayed professional with it. We're giving him opportunities, give him chance. So it's a lot of money that's being worked around. I'm sure, regardless of what his feelings were with Jerry and everything else, he's been a Cowboys fan. The embracement of the fans in the city of Dallas, and all the surrounding Dallas Fort Worth area and all that. I'm sure he didn't want to go, and he was willing to give it a shot. But a guy like that, once the things that were said, I think he was halfway out the door, and it was going to have to be some hell of a sweet deal in order to keep him there. And that was the only way it was going to be possible.
Yeah,
and just 24 hours ago, Michael Irvin said Michael Parsons wasn't going anywhere. Let's hear from Michael Irvin right now.
What up, Al Bundy?
Absolutely in a state of shock right now. What's blowing my mind is I just less than 5 minutes ago finished an all-day press junket for Netflix promoting America's Team, the docuseries. 5 minutes after I hang up the phone or get off the Zoom with Kay Adams podcast, on the podcast, I explicitly talked about, as a matter of fact, on every interview today, I explicitly talked about no way Jerry or the Cowboys will trade Michael. No way.
Yeah.
Happen.
I'm going back to Brazil.
Jerry is not that crazy and not that stupid, and he's certainly not dumb. No way is he trading Michael Parsons?
Wow.
They just traded Michael Parsons. I don't even know
Wait, Baker, what's going on?
You're
what
right.
they've got back. I can't even tell you these details. I don't know. I mean, when I'm telling you, I literally just finished, and they gave me this. My phone's blowing up. Everybody's texting me. My phone is blowing up right now. This is exactly what I was scared and worried about. And I tried to say that I wanted Michael to try to take control of this, because right now, you see what has happened. This isn't about football. This was about personal emotions, and it just got to a boiling point where it was like, okay. You think you
Man, it's lost. Fucking Urban lost the word.
You don't know where to go with it.
They got the player man because
Well, it
speechless.
hurts.
Oh man.
This no doubt hurts.
Wow.
Wow, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
man, yeah, Micah Irvin, like what the
Wow.
hell is going on, man? Like, man. Hey, we
But
thank
y'all
all
right, though.
32 for being here with us. Do us a favor, family. Hit that subscribe button. This is Come On In NFL. This is a special emergency broadcast. And we are just like Micah Irvin, but Micah Irvin's expression and demeanor sums up how most of Cowboy Nation feels right now. My best friend in the world, one of my best friends in the world, my brother, called me and said, man, I thought you told me he wasn't going anywhere. I said, bro, I thought they would work it out, but it got personal, bro. And then yesterday, when we start hearing about the rumors that the Packers and Cowboys were talking, and then when it came out, start coming out from credible sources like Erie, Schefter, and others, and they said the talks had intensified, I was like, whoa, this really might happen.
Yeah.
And so I'm driving home today, and I get a call from one of my friends, one of our subscribers and good friend, and he's like, Dolph, I know you heard about the trade. I'm thinking he's calling to talk about the Saints. I'm like, damn, we done traded away somebody else. We done traded away another draft pick. He said, no. I said, what you talking about? He said, no, we didn't get the notification. I said, no, what you talking about? The Cowboys just traded Micah Parsons. I said, man, get the hell out of here. He said, nah. And I just started going through my phone, and I went to NFL.com. I went to then I turned it on the radio. 105.3, the Fan. And I'm telling you, everybody is in shock. Cannot believe what just has occurred, man.
Wow.
I would love to just be strolling downtown Dallas right now. You know,
oh man,
walking around.
But this is what y'all got to understand, though.
Be a Green Bay Packers jersey just for the fun.
You might not make it out of Dallas.
You might, don't do that. You might
not make it out of Dallas.
But what's and within the last within the last year, this city has seen two of its most iconic, athletes of their franchise, proud franchises in the NBA and NFL traded away.
Yeah.
Luka got traded to the Lakers, and now Jerry Jones trades Michael Parsons.
Wow.
Not the AFC team, but to a team that now he makes a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
A team that he will see in 4 weeks on Sunday Night Football, which will get the biggest ratings maybe of all times on Sunday Night Football. We would definitely be live for that game here on the Come On In Sports Network. I guarantee you. There ain't no way. I don't care nothing about no Saints game, nothing like that. I'm streaming that game right there. Matter of fact, I'm going in the field. I'm going to be in the field, and I'm going to talk to as many Cowboy fans as I can. I want to see how many Michael Parsons jerseys, Cowboy jerseys are in there, are in the crowd.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be a bunch.
Oh, my God. It is. Right now, there are some young kids somewhere tonight crying himself to sleep because his favorite player, Michael Parsons, just got traded.
There's adults doing that, Dolph, not just kids.
Oh, yeah. Big kids.
Hey, look at him.
Kids.
Look here. Time out. I got something for y'all. I want y'all to
bring a Cowboy fan on. Come
on. I want y'all to enjoy this. All right. I want y'all to enjoy this.
Don't do it to him, Cowboy. Do it to
Check out the cowboy. Look at him. What about them cowboys?
Tell us what's going on, man.
Hey, he can't hear you. I got my earphones on, but they saying what's up, man. That's what this whole podcast is about. It's about the Michael Parsons trade. So yeah, man, I've been on him all night. Look, I even brought the red towel out on him.
Throw it.
Super Bowl down. Super Bowl down.
And somehow or another, he's still optimistic.
Cowboy.
What you got?
Call EMT to get that man
Super Bowl
down. He said call EMT to get you checked.
Call EMT to get that man checked, bro.
Yeah, check for some more.
He's suffering from the same thing Jerry's suffering from.
He said you suffer from the same thing Jerry Jones suffered from. Dementia.
Oh, no, don't do it like that.
He said don't do him like that, y'all.
Not Jones.
Your owner did it to you. Not me.
He said the owner did it to you. Hey, man, we've had a blast here on that subject, man. I'm telling you, we just... Hey, as soon as I heard it, man, I said, I got the crying towel for you. Hey, look. I was calling them on the radio.
The red carpet, but it's a red towel.
Hey, I was calling him on the radio. Apparently, he must have already heard the news. I'm calling him on the radio. He wouldn't even answer me.
I said, this nigga don't want shit. Talking about them goddamn Cowboys. Still Super Bowl bound.
30 years ago. Well, yeah.
But yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
But man, I'll tell you. Oh, it's going broadcast. No, not ESPN. StreamYard. Yeah.
Go ahead. Hey, Cowboy, tell them to follow us, baby. Tell them to follow us.
I got him.
Yes,
I got him.
But yeah,
I tell you what, I'm going to get back on this level. And I tell you what, we're going to pick up some goddamn 5 on the way.
He better get back on that little fire, write him up. That's what he better do.
Yeah.
Talking about the Falcons.
Hey, you should
Lawrence.
You should write his ass up and talk about they going to the Super Bowl. You should write him up.
He definitely going to get that.
I mean, but again, going back to Michael Irvin, bro, you can see that cut that man. And that's how many Cowboys. Yeah, I know I see Cowboy my second team, but I ain't dialed in like that. But that damn, you trade Michael Parsons
for uncertainty, from too uncertain,
which are going to be in the high 20s.
Yeah,
if everything goes right, from 27 to 31, because I don't think they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
27 to 31. It'll be there. It's crazy. For everybody just tuning in again, this is Come On In NFL. We're presented by the Come On In Sports Network. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Dolph Jackson.
Hey, before you get out of here,
yeah.
Hey, Lawrence, we got you guys this year, so we got to get together, brother, and do a show and talk about those Bills. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a real good game for us.
It will be, yes.
Yeah,
Josh, we'll do a show together on that.
Yeah, because I actually wanted Josh here in Atlanta. I caught a lot of slack for it, but I wanted that man here. I saw what he was doing in Iowa, man, and I was like, no, y'all not watching what I'm watching. But yeah, brother, we got to get together and do a show, man.
We got that coming.
All right, we do it. We bet.
Hey, look at Jerry talking about. I knew something wasn't right in the panel.
But I'm gonna have to. I got early morning tomorrow, so I'm ducking out everybody.
Yeah.
Show.
Okay,
yeah,
all right, Lawrence.
Yeah,
Jerry's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, like Lawrence, we all about to duck out again. This has been Come On In NFL. Listen, family,
yes, sir.
Join us next Thursday night as we all will be live for the season opener. Thursday night football, the season kicks off. The Philadelphia Eagles hosting America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and
the Atlanta Falcons.
3-time Pro Bowler, Kenny Clark. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Hey, family, like always, take care. And remember, the doors are always open. So come on in.
The Come On In Sports Network.